Hey guys, it's Caitlin. Today I'm doing another writing vlog. These are like my most watched videos and I'm not really sure why. I didn't know that I was like capable of giving advice that people would listen to. Today we're going to talk about insecurity while writing. This is a thing that I struggle with and I know a lot of people may struggle with. I'm currently taking a creative writing class at school, so I got a couple of tips about being insecure about my writing, so I thought I would share them with you guys because they've actually really helped me, and then I'll share a couple of things that I found myself that have helped me. So yeah, let's just get into it. Basically, a key thing of it being obvious to professionals or whoever that you're insecure in what you're writing is overwriting, and I have a sample of my overwriting. Look at all the critiques. Do you ever have like this weird false sense of confidence, like when you go into a entry-level creative writing class, for example, and you think that you have to be the best one because you love writing and you tell everyone that you love writing and that you want to be an author, but then you're like not the best one, or you don't think you are because you're insecure like me and you compare yourself to everyone else's work. But like, even if you get a 3 out of 10 on your first poem that you submit for your class, you probably aren't a bad writer, okay? Overwriting is a thing that I tend to do because I'm insecure that my message isn't getting across to my readers. If I'm trying to tell you that my character, we'll call her Elise, my main character Elise is sad because her dog had just died, and I tell you Elise is sad. Elise is sad is not a good sentence. If you're trying to describe how Elise is feeling and it's like the core of your book, it's like what your plot revolves around, you want to show her grief in more ways than just like saying that she's sad and using a thesaurus for different words that can describe sadness. That's the thing about saying Elise is sad, she hasn't eaten in days. Like, you may say Elise is sad and then describe her sadness, but you say that she is sad so that we get the point that she is sad, but you don't need to. Say Elise couldn't get out of bed, say Elise hadn't eaten in days, say something like that, and we will know that she is sad without you having to tell us. And I know that can be scary because like, you could be insecure about your writing and thinking that it might not get the message across, but I promise if you say Elise couldn't get out of bed for days, we will know that she was sad. You need to trust in your readers. That's like a big thing that you need to do. You need to trust that your readers are going to get the point that she is sad when you tell us that your main character hasn't eaten in days. Overwriting can also be describing a bunch of things. Saying Elise couldn't get out of bed, she wasn't letting sunlight into her room, she hadn't eaten, she was listening to sad music, she was watching sad videos on YouTube, like, you know, the things that you do when you're sad, all in one, just like in a paragraph, just like telling us all of the things that she did. But again, if Elise being sad is the plot of your story, you need to show us that throughout the story, and like characteristics that she has. Like, Elise walks really slowly down the hallways of her school. The next chapter, like, Elise could not get out of bed for school. Like, you know, like, you don't need to just like tell us to like reinstate, like, show us. Do not tell us, show us, show and tell. You need to show us, and I know that's scary, I really do, I really know that's scary. If you say, oh, my character was really tall, instead of like, my character had really long legs and she towered over her friends, like, that's different than being like, Elise was tall, you know? Like, you're still saying she towered over her friends, but you're not like, she's tall. Basically what I mean is saying like, Elise towered over her friends and she was really tall, like, as if we wouldn't get the message that her towering over her friends wouldn't make her tall. Not just like telling you how to expand the thought she is tall, you know. Simple things like that. And I know like that's kind of a dumb one because I become really insecure when people start to criticize my work and they're like, oh, you should fix this. But like, I want critique so I can fix it. But I'm still like, I'm supposed to be good at this. You know, I feel like I'm not good at anything when people like try to help me, but like that's just not true. So like, learn to be confident in your writing and don't overwrite. I know it's so hard, but like, if you read a book and it was like, she's sad, okay, like, I mean, I'd still read it probably, but I'd just be like, your imagery is strong about Elise not being able to get out of bed, but you don't need to tell us 800 times in a page, and you don't need to be like, and she was sad. Just like be confident in yourself. And I know that's really hard, but like don't over or underdo it, and just be confident in yourself and your readers, and you will have a fantastic story, I promise. I think some exercises you can do for this is to write poetry and just explain like a feeling, like love, jealousy, without stating the feeling. Don't be like, well, she was in love. Just explain what it feels like, and I think it'll really help you. But I did do this exercise so I can share with you. This is gonna be pretty bad, but I tried to explain loneliness without saying, and I was really lonely. Okay, Friday night football games and prom, partying and trying new things. Never have I ever. Never have I ever felt whole. Never have I ever ate a lot without crying. It's 2 a.m. and everyone I know eats fries at the football game. I'm in my bed. I'm trying to find ways to breathe. I'm trying not to scream. It will wake up my mom. Maybe the whole town will hear. Maybe the whole town is talking about the girl who likes to take herself out to places. The girl who drinks coffee with no one around. I grip onto my childhood teddy bear because I cannot seem to remember the feeling of people around me. Everyone tells me just to try, but when I try, I scream, I cry, I still fail, and I end up back at 2 a.m. trying to hold on to something. So that was me trying to describe feeling lonely without saying I'm lonely, if that makes sense at all. So thank you for watching. I hope like any of that made sense, and I hope that you find confidence in your writing. Thank you for watching again, and I will see you next week.